So this is a follow-up on the last video, the anti-tumoral effects of cannabinoid combinations. It's a patent owned by GW Pharmaceuticals. Again, GW is a company based out of Great Britain, but they have a satellite office here, and that's how we get Epidiolex here. Epidiolex is the anti-seizure, anti-epileptic medication. It's basically 100 milligrams of CBD per milliliter. So, if y'all wanted to know that. GW is also the company that I made this video from concerning just cannabinoids and brain cancer. There's a video with this particular image as the cover, or as the screen, or whatever it's called on the videos. You can see it. Excuse me. So, I'm going to run down this really quick because I don't want to spend too much time. I still want to keep this video short. So, as you can see right here, GW Pharmaceuticals is a biopharmaceutical company that's focused on discovering and developing and commercializing novel therapeutics from its proprietary cannabinoid product platform. Announced that the United States Patent and Trademark Office issued a Notice of Allowance for U.S., and then they give you the patent number right here, or the application serial number, and it's the 124 patent. So this is pertaining to this patent as cannabinoids, as anti-tumoral agents, and combinations of cannabinoids thereof as well. So the issued a notice of allowance for the U.S. patent, which covers the cannabinoids in treating gliomas. So, and of course, because this is combinations for anti-tumoral effects, it's not just going to be for GBM or gliomas. They'll expand it out. Plus, they have another patent that covers brain, breast, colon, lung, lymph node, and leukemia. And skin. So they have another patent that covers all those different types of cancers based on the research done by Velasco and all these guys over in Spain. ES there means España. So back to this real quick. Glioma describes a tumor that arises from the glial tissue of the brain. Glioblastoma, or GBM, which is what I was diagnosed with 15 years ago, is a particularly aggressive tumor that forms in the abnormal growth of glial tissue. GBM is considered a rare disease by the FDA and the European Medicines Agency, the EMA. The reason it's good to have a rare disease, I mean, not for me to have a rare disease, but as far as whenever you have a rare disease, you're put into a special population or a vulnerable population. And once we have that vulnerable population, we can use that as leverage to get more research done. Because we're not just asking for cancer research to be done in general. We're asking specific cancer research to be done for specific conditions, namely these types of rare diseases that are GBM and various different types of cancers, especially cancer syndromes. That's a very rare situation. So anyhow, I'm going to keep moving down. Patent specifically covers the method for treating glioma in a human using a combination of cannabidiol and tetrahydrocannabinol, and I'll just show this right here, that it's a ratio from 1:1 to 120. And I've seen another patent that they have from a 20:1 to 120 and then a 1:1. So they have very broad range of being able to use this and apply it and sell it commercially in the United States. So this product they're going to be coming out with, which is probably going to be based on Sativex, which is the 1:1 THC to CBD ratio used in the UK and elsewhere for spasticity and MS and various things like that. So let's see. But this is what's super interesting, and this is why they use Sativex, because of its 1:1 status, to reduce cell viability, inhibit cell growth, or reduce tumor volume. That all has to do with the two molecular activation mechanisms that cannabinoids induce apoptosis. Both CBD and THC do. THC induces apoptosis through the CB1 receptor. We don't know exactly how CBD downregulates proliferation and does all the same thing that essentially the CB1 receptor does. But let's see, I want to make sure this is right here. Yeah, so the viability is the tumor's ability to be able to sustain itself with food, which is angiogenesis, and then also its ability to be able to keep dividing, which is where it talks about inhibit cell growth or reduce tumor volume. Because if you have cell growth, then you're going to have the volume of the tumor grow. And if you have the viability go down, then you're not going to have the growth, and you're not going to have the tumor volume grow. So they're all working together, and it has to do with autophagy and apoptosis, anti-proliferation, anti-angiogenesis, and what else is in there? Anti-migratory, anti-metastatic, anti-invasion, migration. So all these words that I'm using right now are used in the literature in other videos that I have here on the channel. The Notice of Allowance is issued after the USPTO makes a determination that a patent can be granted. The issued patent from this application will provide an exclusivity period until June 2029. So we still got another 9 years to be able to have this used, to be able to show that, hey, this is an active patent that the U.S. has allowed to have, or allowed this company to have, to commercialize a product. We're already buying medicine that they make in the UK. I mean, the medicine that they're making over there, they're growing in a undisclosed greenhouse, and so they don't, they won't let people know exactly where it's at. It is technically undisclosed, but they have people over there all the time to do documentaries, interviews, stuff like that. But either way, they're going to have the exclusivity of fulfilling this patent. But like I said, there's other patents as well. So it's not just this patent as far as cancer goes. Like if we wanted to be able to get cannabinoid-based care or cannabinoid-based treatment in cancer care, then we have this amount of time, and we also have other patents and other types of studies we can use. We don't have to wait on these guys to come up with whatever product they're going to come up with. This Notice of Allowance follows the launch of our first human trials of glioma, which is, again, this right here. Actually, no, this is preclinical. So this is still in a mouse model. Let me get back down here. Launch of our first human trials in glioma and several years of preclinical research excuse me, in the field. The treatment of glioma is part of our existing new orphan drug program, includes a number of therapeutic targets, and demonstrates the flexibility of GW's proprietary cannabinoid platform in treating a broad range of disease types. So again, to them, it's not just cancer. It's all the 56 plus conditions that are on the 507 patent, the federally owned patent on cannabis. Now, it recently expired. I've been trying to find out more information on that by calling CannaLife, by calling the Office of Technology and Transfer, which is part of the patent office, that they work to be able to license over these patents or approve these patents, because it's a technology patent, not a product patent. So, anyway, I wanted to get all this out there. That way y'all know what's up, where this patent is at least time-wise, what they're doing with it. So, enjoy the next videos that are coming out, and if you got any questions, of course, message the channel, message me, if you can find me. Anyway, just playing around. But I want to see what the time is on this. 8 minutes. Ooh, I keep trying to keep them under 4, but that's not happening. So have fun with these videos as you share them, read them, watch the videos, listen to them, and start digesting this information, getting it into you, so that whenever you're talking to somebody, you don't have to tell them to find it. You can easily just communicate this information over to them. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. There's not much to it. You got autophagy, apoptosis. You have these few words that if you just know those words, and then you know a couple of others as far as how the mechanisms work, and then some of these companies' names, some of these patents, it's pretty simple. Now, the mixture between them all and some of the collusion and those things that happen between these varying companies and the government, that is definitely questionable, and I want to be able to address that too. So that'll come in other videos, but these are all things that I want people to learn about and be able to feel comfortable communicating over to politicians, sheriff's departments, sheriff's associations, cancer hospitals, regular just, PCP doctors, and all the above and below. So, again, love y'all. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, for sure, hit me up. And just wait around for the next one. All right, peace.